Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. I might look a little lopsided, but a very dark eye and nothing on my lips because we've got the new Hourglass Unlocked lipstick to take a look at. I'm really excited about that. I've decided that LOL is no longer some sort of a text slang for laugh out loud. It now means lots of lipstick. We have started 2023 with so many. There's been a lot of luxury lipsticks, two of which I've covered, Givenchy and Chanel. And then I also looked at the new Anastasia and the new Makeup Forever. And like I said, that's not even all of them. And now we have the Hourglass Unlocked. Beautiful packaging, typical of Hourglass. There are 21 shades, 20 on Sephora, interestingly enough, 21 on the Hourglass site, and I picked up 3 of them. They are $38 each. Let's swatch them in 2 different lights, and let's try all 3 of them on, because I have no lipstick on today, so we need to remedy that for sure. So this is a Satin Creme lipstick from Hourglass. Let's look at the packaging first because I did mention it. And we have this beautiful Unlocked. You know, Hourglass is definitely a champion of not testing on animals and being cruelty free. And they really put their money where their mouth is, supporting causes and such. Always has our little bunny and in the Hourglass. That is the logo of Hourglass, and it's a beautiful one. So I got 3 shades. Let's look at them all. Here is Lava. This is a beautiful kind of a cherry red shade. I also picked up Cypress. And I picked up Lotus. So we're going to look at all 3 of those. This is a really pretty pink shade, I thought. When the cap is off, so when the cap is on, and you want to sit the lipstick down on a table, it goes this way. When the cap is off, I went to go sit it down and there's the curve of the design. So when the cap is off, you've got to lay them down like that. I don't know if that matters to you. I just thought that I would mention it. Okay, let's swatch them in 2 different lights and then I want to try them all on. Okay, so we're going to start with that pinky shade Lotus. Let's take a look at that right there. There's just kind of one quick swipe of it. And let's do 2. And then 3 of Lotus. That is a very pretty shade. Again, the caps are off, so I can't set them upright. That's interesting. Then we have Cypress. Is that too complainy? Here's Cypress. Ooh, that's kind of a really pretty mulberry shade. That's 1 swipe, 2, and 3. Depends how much. This promises to be a really saturated lipstick. That's why I want to show you how it builds. And then Lava, that cherry red shade I mentioned. 1. Woo! That's bright. 2. And 3. Wowza. So this is supposed to be very long wear, very hydrating. Of course, as I mentioned, it's Hourglass, so it's vegan. $38 is quite a hefty price tag for a lipstick, I understand, but it's Hourglass. They don't do anything without a hefty price tag, right? We know this. Satin Creme, so it's going to be extremely comfortable. And again, this is not supposed to be a splash of color. These are, as you can tell, supposed to be very highly saturated lip looks. All right, first thing, now that we've seen them inside, let me take that same arm and that same me outside into the warm California sunshine. And why don't we take a look at them outside on my arm? Same order, of course, Lotus, Cypress, Lava. Really pretty. Wow. 21 shades. Like I said, 20 on the Sephora website here in the US. Unless I counted wrong. I don't think I did. But you never know. I'm an English major. Counting might not be my forte. I don't know. All right. Now let's get a lip brush. I'll show you what I mean because these are saturated. And then let's try these 3 on one at a time. It's the only way to do it. Let's start with Lotus. Off camera, I put on literally only 1 layer. These are very highly saturated and extraordinarily comfortable. And look at this. I can just 1 layer and I didn't do anything and it's not going into lines or anything like that. All right, there's another layer. Oh, it goes on so quickly because it's super pigmented but creamy. Let's try a 3rd. This goes on kind of, it will sit, by the way, I was slightly off. It will sit just at a little bit of an angle. Actually will sit on its own. Just a little bit of an angle there. You know what? It goes on like a lip balm. Does that sound crazy? It goes on a little bit like a lip balm and it kind of feels like a lip balm too. Isn't that a pretty color? Really almost neon and saturated. Let me take it off. And again, these do sit at a bit of an angle. Let me take it off and then we will try on our 2nd shade. Oh, this is going to be a favorite. I can tell you right now. Here is Lava 1 swipe of lava. You know, I brought over these little pencil. I love the pencil liners from Sonia G. Anything that's really short and dense, I love to use to work in dark lipstick. And maybe I'll need it for that last cherry shade. I haven't needed it for these two. They're just going on so smoothly. Let's try another swipe. Look at that. Must be something about the bullet too. Look, it's not getting on my teeth, even though it's a darker shade, and it just swipes right on. And when I smile, look for those cracks and lip lines. I'm not seeing them. That is a rarity. Usually any color, Pat McGrath, Charlotte Tilbury, any of those brands, when you put on a deep dark shade, it just comes with the territory. When you smile, you'll have little cracks in your lips. We all do. And usually I use these brushes to kind of get in there and fill that in. And I'm not having that. That's why I'm saying it feels like a lip balm. Uh-oh, these seem to be pretty amazing. Why did I say uh-oh? Because they're pricey and wow. Yeah, okay, now let's see though, the darkest of the three shades. Let me take this off and then let's see if that one passes the test too. Stay right there. Here's Lava. That's a beautiful shade. This one is behaving slightly more like a traditional red. Let me show you what I mean. This is one swipe and let me do a big smile. A little bit on the teeth right there, and a little bit, I don't know if you can see. This is where I use this brush. Let me show you. Kind of fix those areas and, you know, push it into, I think this is so much better than a lip brush. I've never heard anyone else do it. All right, let's try Lava on a second swipe. That's just one pass. That is a rich shade. Still though, it goes on so much faster and so much more fuss-free than any other red I've ever used. And look at how saturated it is. I'm staring in the viewfinder and not at you guys, I'm sorry. These are amazing lipsticks. Now look, I know you're gonna go, Rebecca, there's so many lipsticks, and you say they're all amazing. There's good lipsticks out there. They're all really comfortable. It's absolutely true. These are a cut above, and I know they're pricey. The shades, this is what now, 3 layers of the shade Lava, but even the first was just an electric cherry shade. Look at that. And the other two just went on like a lip balm so quickly and easily. Plus, I mean, even this red shade, did you see how quickly I put that on? Normally a red shade takes so long, so much fuss, so much care. And this just really does go on like a lip balm. The colors are insane. That's just 3 of the 21. I cannot imagine what the others look like. I very highly recommend this. I know. You guys say to me, Rebecca, I have got to work through the lipsticks I have so many of them. I get it. And I think that's really smart shopping. If you're a lipstick fan, treat yourself to one of these at least, please. Any color. I closed my eyes and chose. I can tell you already, these are fantastic lipsticks. I cheated earlier and I wore the Lotus with a little bit of a liner around it, and it lasted for hours. So they're also lasting well. I just wanted to tell you that. But I tried on Cypress and Lava just with you, but I did wear Lotus a little earlier for a few hours so I could let you know, with kind of a real waxy liner actually from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it stayed on absolutely beautifully. You know, they're not a lip stain. So if you eat and if you know, obviously if you kiss your hand, I mean, you know, obviously they're going to be on there. This is a traditional lipstick, but it doesn't promise to be a stain or to be transfer proof or anything like that. But for a traditional lipstick, exceedingly comfortable, exceedingly long wear, amazing color payoff, and ease of use. And to me, if you're going to go with a darker color, the ease of use becomes very important. I do not want to fuss and muss in a mirror for 10 minutes in the morning trying to get a red perfect, and this took about 20 seconds and was worth it. The darker we got into the red, it behaved a little bit more like a traditional lipstick, you know, a little bit of blending needed, a little bit on the teeth. I mean, come on. Still, the other shades, like a dream, quick, and again, like I said, I was wrong earlier, they do sit, it's just at a little bit of an angle, and we have this really beautiful designed case too, which looks amazing when you pull out of your bag to use. I think there's a lot of good lipsticks out there right now on the market, but I think I'm going to go for it. These are the best. And I have tried pretty much all of them. These are the best. You got to buy these. If you haven't picked up a shade yet, do it. I'm not going to steer you wrong. Amazing. Amazing. take it from me. All right, tell me what your thoughts are below. You know, Hourglass can be a bit controversial. This is what makes us a community. So just let me know your thoughts on the price, on the shades, all of that stuff. A lot of people have been telling me that they had trouble seeing what the shades looked like online. I would agree with that. It was a little bit of a pig and a poke, but I could tell they were all beautiful. Is kind of hard to see. I hope the 3 I showed you helped a little bit, but let me know your thoughts. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. Hey, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that we can keep growing into this new year. Come and say a big hello over on TikTok and Instagram too. And you can support this channel by either becoming a member for special perks or by donating super thanks, which so many of you have. But to be honest with you, no matter how you participate, I'm just thrilled to have you here, and I hope to see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye. It's a good lipstick.